Before this game, I always used to put on a suit made completely of mirrors and bash Koei Tecmo for their shoddy PC ports, but now I think I'm going to have to apologise after having taken the time to sit down and reflect. Blue Reflection is a beautiful game. I think everybody has made the comparison already, but I'll go ahead and do it too. It's like a Persona game mixed with a healthy dose of Sailor Moon. It's not 400 hours long like your average Persona game, but the general feel of that kind of story is there. It is a little rough around the edges though. It took me a long time to put my finger on it. I noticed it within the first hour and I still notice it now. Something just feels off while playing, and I think I've nailed it. It's just rough. It's a bit cobbled together. Transitions don't feel smooth, like when you enter a battle or when you finish a battle. The transitions are harsh and jarring. They just sort of happen. Just moving from scene to scene in a cutscene often gives this weird harsh feel, and for a game that is trying to sell itself off story, it does have a negative impact. But from what I know, it was a younger director's first shot at his own game at Gust, and wasn't funded anywhere near as much as some of their other projects. So what it really is missing is polish. One thing I can say for sure is that it doesn't ruin the experience entirely. The lack of polish gets less and less worrisome as you continue playing, and I found myself totally immersed and lost within the world and the story. It has a beautiful story to tell. Without delving into spoilers, you delve into strong themes of pretty much every emotion: anger, fear, heartache, melancholy, and about a million others. It's about exploring yourself and your own emotions as well as everybody else's and how they interact with one another. And the story is told in a very JRPG and or anime-esque way, as you find yourself whisked off to a crazy world filled with monsters where you can do a full Sailor Moon transformation into a stronger version of yourself. As I said earlier, the story is beautiful and it's told by quite a few beautiful girls. Lime, obviously. There is no room for debate here. I said lime. Get the hell out of here, drum transition audio clip. Okay, no, that was weird. You can come back, drum transition audio clip. Gameplay is a pretty standard turn-based JRPG in all honesty. There are some unique mechanics. You can assign support characters to individual abilities that have a bunch of effects, from increasing damage to actually doing their own separate attack. They have to be charged in battle by using abilities first, so they mainly come in handy during boss fights. There is also a level up system, gear customization, stat customization. I'd say the character progression systems in Blue Reflection are top notch. There feels like there is plenty to do and you are given good feedback about what you should upgrade next. Since new abilities are tied to your stat points, a new attack might be learnt by having 5 strength and 10 defense, for example. And that is all laid out for you in a nice table, so you're never guessing what stats you should invest in. Overall, I found boss fights particularly fun because they generally introduce brand new mechanics that are unique to a specific boss, but regular battles are a little tedious at times. A lot of fights can be won before the opponent even gets a chance to attack, so it feels like a minute and a half of pointless busy work, but you do need experience and items, and it certainly is preferable for me over something like Dark Souls where everything you run into is incredibly dangerous. Look, for a full price game, it's a little rough around the edges. Like I said earlier, it lacks polish, but the story it has to tell is compelling and rich. The boss battles are a treat, and the characters are all quite endearing. If you can pick this up on sale or pre-owned, I wouldn't go past it. Blue Reflection is a truly beautiful game. And you know what else is beautiful? All of you, especially if you give me your feedback by hitting the like or dislike button, leaving all your comments down below, following me on social media, and if you're feeling extra generous, you could check out my Patreon where I also do monthly giveaways. Other than that, I'll see you all soon.